Hello, this is cjhoyle. In this video I'm going to demonstrate how I built this retractable boom arm for my tripod. I like making instructional tutorial videos around home, and this is the tripod that I normally use for doing that. One of the keys of making good tutorial videos is being able to get good close-up shots, but I find that the tripod sometimes gets in my way when I'm trying to move it close to things. So for example, if I was trying to get a close-up shot of right here, and I move my tripod in here, I could only get it this close because the tripod is running into things down here. So I built this thing here, which on the back side has a threaded hole which matches the screw threads of the tripod screw. Then at the other end there's another tripod screw which I can use for fastening the camera, or in my case one of these brackets for holding a smartphone, because these days most of the videos that I film are actually with my smartphone. Now I can insert the smartphone into the bracket like that, and by loosening off this wing nut, I can adjust how far in or out the boom is adjusted. So now if I repeat my earlier example with this boom installed onto the top of the tripod, you can see that I'm able to get the camera a lot closer to the subject matter, and I'm able to get a much better zoomed in shot. For situations when I'm filming something on a table like this, I can place the tripod beside the table and extend the boom arm out over the table. Now with it like this, the camera is going to be facing this way, but I can install one of these swivel mounts onto the top here, which allows me to mount the camera up here, and then I can tilt the camera down like this, which gives me a nice overhead shot. So it's a pretty simple design, and I was able to make it entirely out of scrap wood and other hardware that I had laying around home. Let me show you how I built it. I started by cutting out most of the parts using my small bandsaw. This hardwood that I'm using came from the sides of some old dresser drawers. This thicker hardwood came from the back panels of those same drawers. Since the bandsaw doesn't leave the cleanest cut, I like to use my strip sander to sand the pieces the rest of the way to the line. Assembly begins with these three pieces, which get glued together to form a U-shaped channel. Onto one end of the boom arm, I glued a square piece of wood, which is where the camera will attach. At the other end, I glued a thin strip of wood, which will simply act as a stop for the boom. After the glue was dry, I used the U-shaped assembly to trace a rectangle onto a scrap of some 3/16 inch plywood. This rectangle will serve as the top cover piece, which will be used for locking the boom in position. I decided to use plywood for this piece instead of solid wood, since it needs to be able to flex a bit, and the holes that I'll drill in it will be less likely to split. But before I mount that, here I'm making a recessed hole in the U-assembly for the T-nut, which will connect this piece to the tripod. I also need to drill all the way through with this smaller bit. The T-nut fits inside the hole like that, and using a hammer I can tap on it. This leaves behind some divots in the wood, where I can drill some holes for the prongs of the T-nut. Now I can reinsert the T-nut and hammer it all the way in. After doing this, I decided that I actually wanted the T-nut inserted deeper than this, so I removed it and drilled the recessed hole deeper, giving me this final result. With the boom inserted inside the U-shaped assembly, I marked the thickness of the boom on the two sides. I then took the piece over to the strip sander. On one side I sanded the piece down to just above the pencil line, and the other I sanded it down to just below the pencil line. This is the key to making the locking mechanism work effectively. With the plywood piece on top, I drilled some pilot holes for screws that will fasten it to the slightly higher side of the U-shaped assembly. With a slightly larger drill bit, I expanded those holes in the plywood and also added countersinks. Now I can loosely put some screws in those holes to lock in the alignment for the next step. On the other side I drilled a larger hole. I'm going to be threading a bolt into that hole, but I don't want it to be easily able to thread back out. So I mixed up some epoxy, which I put inside of the hole, as well as onto the end of the bolt. The bolt then gets threaded in place. There was lots of epoxy squeeze out, but that's pretty easy to clean up. While I was letting the epoxy harden, I drilled a hole in the end of the boom arm. I have this nice 1/4 inch thumb screw, which will be perfect for mounting the camera at the end of the arm. However, I don't want this thumb screw to fall out and get lost when there's no camera attached, so I'm going to use this nylon lock nut. Using a much larger drill bit, I drilled a recess into the top layer of wood where this nut can fit. So now that the epoxy is set on this piece, I no longer need the head of this bolt. After carefully marking how long I need the threads to stick out, I trimmed off the head using my hacksaw. Using a file, I smoothed over any sharp edges. In a similar fashion, I rounded over all the corners of the wooden pieces using my power sander. So now we're ready for the final assembly. After the boom arm has been inserted, the plywood piece gets screwed on top. With it assembled this far, the boom is able to slide freely, but when I tighten on the wing nut to the other side, it gets locked in place. At the end of the boom arm, I place a washer onto the end of the thumb screw and then insert it through the hole in the wood. I then fasten the nylon lock nut onto the end of the bolt and use a ratchet and socket to tighten it on. Since the socket is too small to fit inside the hole, I wedge a small slotted screwdriver inside the hole to keep the nut from spinning for the last little bit. With that lock nut in there, the thumb screw will never get lost, while still allowing it to rotate freely when installing and uninstalling cameras onto the end of the boom arm. The only remaining step is to give everything a few coats of varnish to protect the wood, but I'll do that off camera. It's always very satisfying being able to put together something useful using nothing but recycled materials that you already had laying around home. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed following along with this little project. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section below, and thanks for watching.